This slide says Cherie Hunter, Chair of the West Metro Alliance Governance Group, because she was going to provide this presentation, but I'm going to do it on her behalf. There's been changes in our governance group. It was set out that there would be changes at this time, with the Alliance being a smidge over 12 months old. So the original terms of reference said at the 12-month mark, we'll have greater clarity on what the Alliance was supposed to do, who should be a member of it, and how it should be governed, and that is exactly what happened. A lot of work went into a review of our original governance group. We looked at the evidence, we looked at what other alliances were doing across the state, because remember there's 9 of these. This is the best one, but it is one of many.
So there's this one and there's another 8 somewhere.
There's another 8 chasing, trying to be as good as us, that's right. So we looked at their governance group structures. So our governance group originally, even beforehand, it was 36 people. We went down 12 months ago to 16, and now, and I'll explain who these people are in a moment, it has gone down to 7 in the governance level. Obviously we still have a very large membership database, but 7 in the governance group. The way we got to 7 was through a lot of work. So we have updated, and all of these documents have been endorsed by both levels of government and the we'll call them the previous governance group. So we have a new terms of reference for just the governance group. The larger West Metro Alliance terms of reference requires an update, and it's due by December, but we have updated and endorsed the governance group part of our terms of reference. We created a memorandum of understanding for prospective governance group members. So they knew what they were signing up for. We had greater clarity on what their role was going to be, so we thought it would be important to add that to a memorandum of understanding. And we also created a new nomination template, which you would have all received as members of the Alliance, which explained those changes to the terms of reference and to the MOU. All of those documents are available on the website, so I'd encourage you, if you want to have a look at them, please jump on the website. We called for nominations on the 17th of August, and they were open for about 2 weeks. And we had a really strong, diverse number of people nominate. It was really heartening to see the people who called me or called Cherie, our chair, inquiring or wanting to be part of this. I should mention that members of the governance group aren't paid. They do this because they are champions in our region of the aged care and disability reforms. They want to see this succeed. So they take on this additional work because they want to, because they're passionate about it. So we're very, very thankful for those people who nominated, and second to those who were successful in their nomination. At this point, I'm going to introduce the governance group members, and I'm going to ask them to stand and wave, so you as the membership who are here today know who they are. There are a few who aren't here, but again, all of this information will be circulated in an email following this forum. The first person I'd like to introduce is Deb Barrow. Deb, do you want to stand up for me? I'm going to make everyone stand up. So Deb is the Senior Manager of Family Violence and Western Better Healthcare at CoHealth. Akram, can I get you to stand up too? So Akram is the Senior Manager of I'm reading the wrong thing. The Manager of Aged Care Services at the Australian Multicultural Community Services.
Correct.
Thank you. Samantha Sales is not here, so she won't be standing up. She is currently in Africa, but she'll be back shortly, and she is the Community Home Support Coordinator for Melton City Council. Georgie Hill, who also isn't here and sends her apologies, is the Manager of Service Planning, Partnering and Reform at Wyndham City Council. Heather Story, who was here but has had to go for a work issue, is the National Program Manager at Mercy Health. Jane Nelson, who I have seen. Do you want to stand up, Jane? Jane is the Chief Strategy, Business Development and Communications Officer at IPC Health. And Matthew Wood, you've got to stand up too. Matthew is the Manager for ACAS. These people are fantastic. They put their hand up. They're the champions of change in the region. They're the ones who are going to help steer the governance group, and by extension the Alliance forward, between now and June 2020. Again, I'll highlight the fact that they're doing this unpaid in their work/own time. And we are very, very thankful for A, their expertise, and B, their commitment to the Alliance and this region in general. In terms of next steps for the new governance group, we're going to be holding a briefing for them, so there's clarity on what they're going to be doing over the next 18 months or so. Their next meeting is the 7th of October, 7th of November, so there will be further correspondence to the wider membership, particularly around chair and vice chair positions. We haven't appointed those yet because we haven't had the opportunity to get the new governance group around the table yet. But obviously those positions will be announced to the wider membership as soon as the decisions are made. At this point, I would like to really provide a heartfelt thanks to the outgoing members of the governance group. These were the founding members, so these were the people who signed up when admittedly we didn't really know what we were going to do yet. They kind of had a bit of blind faith, and I like people with blind faith who would just want to jump in and try and do something to the betterment of the clients that they serve. So in no particular order, some of them are here and some aren't, and you can stand up if you want to. Elizabeth Drozd is not here, so she's from the Australian Multicultural Community Services. Melissa is here from Cherie. Just wave. Yes, thank you, Melissa. Narelle Holiday is here too. No one wants to stand up, that's all right. Thank you, Narelle. Zainab, I've seen you here. Thank you, Zainab. And Maria. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate it very much. Yes, these are the people who actually deserve a fuck. So thank you very much. Again, all unpaid, all in their own time or work time, a workload over and above what they do at their organisation. These are good people. So thank you, thank you, thank you.